Welcome to the May 2020 episode of the BrownieKnits podcast. I am Gina, also known as BrownieKnits. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, and at BrownieKnits.com. And this is my little Cavachon Lorelei. And we thought that we would check in with you guys today, drop a quick episode, talk about the June 1st free pattern of the Gilmore girls cloth knit along that I'm doing this year in 2020. On the first of each month in 2020, I'll release a new free knitting pattern in Ravelry and also at BrownieKnits.com. And if you're coming to these videos after 2020, they'll still be up there for free, at the very least in Ravelry. And they're all patterns, washcloth, dishcloth patterns, a tea towel, that are all inspired by the show Gilmore Girls. Because if you watch Gilmore Girls, you probably know that I'm a big fan just by the fact that my dog's name is Lorelei. So yeah. Oh, you tired today? Yeah. All right. So yeah, as I'm recording this, we are still in quarantine. The state where I live has opened up a bit, but yeah, my household has decided that we're just going to stay where we are and only go out if we absolutely need to, and be responsible with those situations when we do need to. So yeah, so I've been knitting quite a bit. I actually have all of the cloths for the Gilmore cloth cowl designed and ready to go for you guys each month. And the first one that we're going to talk about today, the first of quite a few items that I've actually knitted that I'm going to talk about, are the June 1st cloth pattern that will be released. And it is titled Rory's Romances Cloths. And so you kind of get a 4-in-1 for this one. And that's because each of the cloths is the same basic background, and then you can choose which one of Rory's romances you want to support. So you have Team Dean, which is her high school boyfriend, Dean, that we all love. Well, I guess not all of us love them all. I love them all. But anyway, I did Team Dean on this green color. All of the cloths are knit out of Lily Sugar and Cream. They're cotton worsted, but you could use any dishcloth cotton that you wanted to use. I particularly liked this green because I thought it looked like the Dosey's Market color somewhat, which is the market in town in Stars Hollow where Dean works. So I thought that was appropriate for him. But maybe you weren't a Team Dean fan. Maybe you were her other high school boyfriend / a little bit later too, Team Jess. Team Jess I did on a black background to kind of signify Jess and his black leather coat that he would always wear. So, you know, you got your classic good boy, bad boy kind of vibes going on. I particularly thought they all had good and bad to them. But anyway, so I did him on black for his black leather jacket. And then probably the most controversial of the three of her main romances, Team Logan. And Logan I did on navy for Yale. And I'm really split on Logan. Logan, the actor who plays Logan, I absolutely love him in The Good Wife. And I couldn't get into, what's the new show he's in? Well, it's not new anymore, The Resident. I couldn't get into that one so much, but I loved him in The Good Wife. So a lot of times when I think back on Logan, I give him probably too much credit because of how much I liked him on that show. Although, you know, like, Jess has gone on to do This Is Us, Milo. And then Dean went on to play Sam on Supernatural, and I love that show. But Maybe you don't want to choose one of the boys. Maybe you're just team let Rory be happy. And so we have a team Rory cloth. And I did this one on a color that I thought was similar to the vibrancy of Rory's eyes. So yeah, there you go. So all of the cloths are knitted with a basic garter edging, and then the center is stockinette stitch, so they knit up very fast. And then you duplicate stitch on the team and the name. And there's a chart available for each of the letters so that you can see where to place them and all of that good stuff. Yeah, so they're kind of fun. So you get like 4 cloths out of 1 pattern. So there you go. That'll be up on June 1st on BrownieKnits.com and in Ravelry.com. If you want to join the BrownieKnits Facebook group, you can do that. I have threads open. There's not much chatter going on. I think people are just knitting them and going on, which is absolutely fine. But if you ever want to pop in and say hello, that's where you can do that. And then I thought I'd share a couple things that I knitted in the past few weeks that were just kind of fun. The first one is this little hat. It's so cute. I'm the oldest on one side of my family and second oldest on the other side of like the grandkids, the cousins. So I have a zillion. When you get into first, second, third cousins, there are so many. And so one of my cousins is going to have a little baby, and they're decorating the nursery in a woodsy theme with, they have the wallpaper on one wall is like the tree bark theme. So I thought it would be really cute to make them this little hat. This is a 0 to 3 month size, and they're little deer antlers and deer ears. Isn't it so cute? Let's see if I can hold it. So it's so small. It's kind of hard to hold up. Oh, his antler's falling over. So this is a pattern from Melody's Makings. She does sell, I think, on Etsy, but she also sells in Ravelry, which is where I found her. I made the 0 to 3 month size, and it uses a worsted for 2 different worsted yarns, worsted brown and worsted in the cream. I used Barocco Vintage Worsted. The color is 5179, which I believe is like a chocolate. So I used that for the hat and the ears. So cute. And then the little antlers, I had a bunch of cream, well, not a bunch, I had a partial ball of Malabrigo Rios in the Au Natural, or Au Natural, from when I made the peppermint Afghan for Christmas. And so I used that little bit for the antlers here. It's so cute. It's so adorable. And I always think, oh, baby hats look so tiny. And then I think, okay, it's not so tiny when you think about the poor mom. But anyway, so like I said, I did the 0 to 3 month size. In the pattern, I think she used maybe like a red heart or something. And she used a size 8 needle. I used a size 7 and the Barocco Vintage, and was able to get the size that I wanted. So anyway, I hope that they like it. I thought it was cute. It was kind of fun to make. It was quick. And then I love to make hats for myself, as well as gifts and for kids. And I had these 2 skeins of Malabrigo. I wrote it down because I knew I wouldn't remember. Malabrigo Caprino, and it says it's a DK. When I purchased it, I was talking to the yarn shop owner, and both of us thought it was maybe even a little thinner than a DK, even though that's what it says on the label. It was kind of more sport DK weight. And anyway, I bought 2 of them because I thought the color was lovely. It's a 80% merino and 20% cashmere, so it looked and felt so soft. And I came across the woolly wormhead pattern for the Camden cap and thought, I wonder, I have those 2 skeins that have just been sitting. I didn't know what I was going to use them to make. What if I held that doubled? So that's what I did. I held it doubled and I knitted this little Camden cap. Isn't it so cute? The pattern is from Woolly Wormhead, and it's the Camden Camden cap. It's supposed to have a little button here, but I didn't do that just because, I don't know. Anyway, I held it doubled. I knitted it. I can't remember what size needle she called for. I did the body of it on a 6, US 6 needle. I did the size 20 head. So it was not the largest size, it was the next one down. And it was so cute. I just love it. I think it's so fun. So, yeah. Little Camden hat. So whenever fall and winter rolls around, assuming I can go outside of our house, I'll have my little hat here. I have like a black quilted coat, so I thought, that'll go with it. It's just a beautiful red too. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Other than that, I've been reading a ton, watching TV. I love to watch reality game shows like Survivor, Big Brother, all that kind of stuff. Judge me if you want. I don't care. I like it. And I've recently gotten hooked on watching, there's a YouTube reality show called Sequester. I know, kind of funny that that's what I'm watching right now. But anyway, and then they started doing Sequester minis with some of the cast from different shows like Survivor and things like that. So I've been watching that online, which has been kind of fun to do. I've been reading a ton of books. If you are ever interested, let me know. If you want to be friends on Goodreads, I track all of my books there. And yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. Not a lot other than that. I feel like for some reason, even though it's just Patrick and myself and Lorelai, and Patrick felt like this too, I feel like we're doing more laundry than we do during normal times. I don't know why, but there's always a load of laundry to do. So I can't imagine, those of you who have kids, like how you feel about the laundry right now. So yeah, other than that, just we're doing well. Summer has started to arrive where I am, and so it's kind of nice to have the outside, the backyard to be able to go to. Yeah, she gets put on a tether when we go outside. So Lorelai is 100% an inside dog. She has tray trained, so she doesn't go outside unless we are out with her. And so I used to have a problem in the past where she would want to get out and explore our yard and get into eating things that she shouldn't be eating. So I got a really long leash, and I just put it around my foot usually, because I'm usually like sitting on one of the chairs outside reading, and I tether her to my foot so she can only go so far away. So keeps her out of trouble, keeps her healthy. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little thing to do. She's also very fascinated by all of the delivery trucks that have been going back and forth in our neighborhood. Hasn't been a lot of like neighborhood traffic outside of deliveries. So whenever she hears any of that, she's always paying attention. And I'll see if I can get her to react right now, because she loves to go get the mail. Do you give me a little side eye? Because she knows she didn't hear the mail truck. So why do I keep saying, go get the mail? So whenever the mailman is outside, it has a very distinctive sound. So she will pop up, look at us, and want one of us to go out, because she gets to go out and get the mail with us, as long as it's safe. If we think we're going to have packages where we need to like disinfect them and stuff, then she doesn't go. But if we can hold her in one hand and safely do everything else with the other and sanitize when we get in, then we do that. So anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well and that you are staying healthy as well, and that you're finding some craft time and hobby time. And yeah, so like I said, on June 1st, I'll have the new patterns out for the Rory's Romances cloth. So that's how you can find it in Ravelry. I'll also have a link to it up on the BrownieKnits Ravelry group. You can always, if you're just joining the Gilmore Cloth Cow and are interested in the names of the old ones, you can always go to that group and find them there. You can also go to BrownieKnits.com, and there is a tab for the Gilmore Cloth Club, and all of those are linked there for download as well. So, all right. You want to say goodbye? You say goodbye? Can you wave? You're not going to wave. You want a Scooby snack? All right. Bye, everybody. Happy knitting.